Nick, can you talk us through what was your mindset when you got that fake punt and when you got that ball in your hands?
Oh, that's one of the things we've been working all year. It's very different running in the game than it is in practice. In practice, I score every time. In the game, I was just trying to get the first down. But the guys in front of me did a great job of getting pushed. I just, put my head down, try to get the yard for the team. But shout out to Coach Disher and Coach Fritz for just trusting me in that situation. And shout out to the guys in front of me for getting a knockback for us to get the first down.
A little bit different from playing defense.
I can hear you. Close the door. What you said?
Just a little bit of different from playing linebacker, playing defense.
Almost definitely. I played a little running back in high school. Did my thing a little bit, so it was good to get a carry in a college football game. But it's definitely different when you're the one getting tackled. So those big guys slanted in. I was like, okay, let me get what I can and get down.
The last time Tulsa had a chance, you were up 11 in the fourth quarter. They were near midfield. You had a sack, and then I think you assisted on a sack on consecutive plays. How big was that defensive stop to just make sure it wasn't going to be a game?
Most definitely. It's just a shout out to the interior defensive line for getting the knockback. Our edge rush, that's been one of the things that they've been trying to let me do all year. I got to do my job of containing. But, without those guys getting the quarterback, which was a dynamic quarterback, shout out to him. He was very athletic. But with them keeping him in the pocket, I was able to get off the edge and, get him down twice. And this is a blessing. Sacks are hard to come by. We had an argument in the preseason, which one's easier, sacks or interceptions. I definitely think sacks are harder. But I just did my job on that play. Coach Helm had a great call scheme on, and I was blessed to get to the quarterback.
Another good third quarter for you guys. It was only a 7-point lead. Tulsa gets the ball to start the second half. You came up with a stop. Offense scored. Kind of typical of the way this year has gone for you guys.
Most definitely, like Coach Fritz said, that's one of the things that we emphasize on defense is coming out of the third quarter, come out of halftime, being able to make adjustments and apply those adjustments and play shutout defense and not really give up any points in the third quarter. I think we gave up a field goal, which is 3 points too many, but that's just our ideology because a lot of times the momentum flips in the third quarter. So we just come out, just carrying that momentum and being able to play physical football and was able to get the ball back to the offense without them scoring, and that's good.
There's a chance ESPN College Game Day could come to New Orleans next weekend. What do you think that would mean for the program?
Obviously, it'll be great for the program, but if they're there, we're gonna do our job, try to go 1-0. If they're not there, we're gonna do our job and try to go 1-0. So it's exciting, but the goal is the football game. Beating UCF.
Yeah, people outside were worried this might be a letdown game. Even though you were coming off a bye, just what was the team's thought process going into the game?
I mean, we really didn't have a bye week. We really just focused, all in on, fixing corrections, fixing mistakes from, the first half of the season. And then everything was on Tulsa. We did a great job of buying in and, keep staying focused. And just preparing, doing a great job of preparation. We had a team meeting on Monday, and everybody raised their hand when we asked, who watched the Tulsa and SMU game. And it's just the identity of our football team is just, having that 1-0 mentality, having that mentality of focusing on the next opponent. And that's why we was able to come out here and play great football against a very talented team that, record doesn't really show how great they are. So, it's always hard to get a road win, and it was a blessing to come up here and get that done today.
It's an easy question, but when an offense runs for 350 yards and you have 200-yard running backs, how much easier does that make it on the defense? And how impressed were you with the way the running backs ran today?
Most definitely, man. Shout out to the O-line first and foremost, and then shout out to Ashad Iverson and Ty J for really carrying that load, man. That really controls the clock as well. We didn't have to play a lot of defense today because they kept on the ground. They kept converting, and this is one of the things that you got to have in the second half of the season. You got to have physical defense, and you got to be able to run the ball on offense. And it's great that we're doing that. Got to keep that going on because now it's time to play Central Florida back at home and 1-0.
Last one.
I'm good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.